お前は一体何なんだ。友達だ。
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another FFB War of the Visions video here on Fort Misery Gaming. And today, guys, I'm a little late. We are about 12 days-ish over, but I did want to do a hashtag 2-month account review of where my account is looking at the moment. So this is like 12 days over. So this, I guess you could see, is like almost a 2.5-month account review. But I did want to go over everything. We actually had a lot of progression within this last week of everything on this account. So let's go ahead and go into things first. So first of all, we click up here. We are Royal Rank 9. I believe I was like 7 or 8 or something like that in the first month recap. So yeah, we have spent quite a bit of money. So I'm not going to say we're free to play, anything like that. You guys all know I'm a spender, so just to disclose that now, that's where we're at there. So let's check out our units first, and then we'll go into our gears and everything else. So Sid, we got here at 99. Pretty much hasn't changed much. He's pretty much the same as he's been. So same with Ramza. I believe both of these were at 99 when I did my first month, or they were close. I can't remember if we had tactics yet, but anyway, I have a 99 Sid and 99 Rams. I've done a showcase for Ramza. I need to finalize my editing for my showcase for Sid, so expect that soon. Then our third 99 character was Frederica. So this was our third TMR unit. Absolutely going to be great now that we have Lucia, and I'm working on getting her to maxed out as well. So, but Frederica hasn't really changed much. I don't think I had her at TMR in my first month, so I'm pretty sure I didn't. So this is a new thing for you guys as well. Next, Stern just hit TMR this week, so that is a pretty big thing. So he is sitting pretty darn good. 583 attack. He's got 1788 health. And then notable 72 agility. So he's very, very fast, actually. Is he faster than Sid? He is way faster than Sid. So natural agility-wise, Stern is super, super fast. So, and then if you guys go into his ability tree as well real quick, he does have the self-sacrifice, obviously, is his strength buff. But then he also has Shadow Runner, which can raise his agility. So that's probably also why he's a lot faster than normal. So that does raise his agility by quite a bit, but it is pretty, pretty good build I feel I have for him. So I'm pretty happy with him, and I only have a +3 weapon for him. So in combat, he definitely could be outputting better numbers overall if I did get his Golden Blade up to +5. So give him that 15 slash attack damage, which would be huge. So eventually, one day when that event does come back, I hope to get that +5. Engelbert just today, guys, got TMR'd, so I am super happy. He was actually my favorite unit in my original, when I first got my account. So when I first got my account that someone re-rolled for me, Engelbert came with it, and that was a big selling point. Him and Medina were the 2 starting URs, and he finally, because of him getting featured once again in the pool this week, I was able to get enough shards for him just today. The last 5 shards appeared in the shop, which was awesome. And I didn't have to do any shop refreshes this week to try to, finish him up. So it was very, very strong. He's just got insanely good stats, decent attack. Obviously low agility, but he's got good luck, good dexterity. And then he's got such a huge amount of health. And then his TMR has almost 600 health and 12 defense. And that's why I did not go for trying to really farm the golden armor this time around. I may get it eventually, but I was super behind in seals and books for the other things that I needed to farm, especially for now that Lucy is out. I really have to focus on getting 2 Raz guns to +5, which probably won't happen. I don't think I can farm that much, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's why I'm just going to go for using his Trust Mastery reward for his big armor, which is pretty darn close to equivalent to the golden armor overall for what it provides, I think. I could be wrong. The slash attack res is a big thing, but you also don't lose out on evade, accuracy, and agility and all that stuff. So that's pretty strong. Ayaka is actually getting very, very close to TMR. She's about 80 away. So we're slowly but surely getting her there. She has risen a lot in the ranks in terms of PvP playability. She's always been fantastic in PvE playability, but PvP playability, she's definitely risen a lot. So I'm excited to get her done. And her TMR is pretty decent too. It's got crit evade, agility, magic defense, so very, very good there. So I'm excited to use her because she's got, you know, combination of support skills with Time Mage. Or not Time Mage, I think it's White Mage, right? Oh no, she does have Time Mage. Yeah, I thought she had Time Mage. Time Mage having haste. She's got revives. She's got holy, high damaging magic skills, things like that. So her magic stats is very, very high. It's at 302 already, and I don't have her optimized fully yet, so she's super strong. Then we have Medina. She is 4 shards away from getting TMR. So on Sunday, I don't even have to buy her shards in the shop anymore. I'm going to do 2 more days of world quests with her, and it's going to equal out to her getting TMR'd on Sunday. So that's going to be pretty tight. You know, one of the best, if not the best, DPS mages in the game. Her TMR stat-wise is actually pretty bad. I'm not a fan of it, but her skill is actually pretty good. It raises AP, attack, and magic of all allies within a range for 3 turns. If this had 400 HP, this would be a lot better, but this still can be used on like any kind of support bot that's going to be wanting to spam this skill. So if you are going to use this TMR, you probably are going to have to invest in it though, to be honest, because you're going to want to get that maximum amount of bonus and casting time down and all that kind of good stuff. And get the most amount of the stat increases you're going to get from those. But that is a super, super good support skill. I can see that going on like your support, like fast support bot, like whatever your support bot is going to be for your comp in like manual PvP. You know, have that go off, raise the AP, attack, and magic of all allies for 3 turns. Then you can start just spamming off your DPS skills. So like if this could go like on an Ayaka or something like that, and if your Ayaka is like faster than all your DPS characters, you could set up with that turn 1 buff and then just go to town with like something like your Sid or your Ramza or your Stern or whoever your DPS or even your Medina to just like maximize on damage by getting that attack boost and the AP boost is pretty insane actually. So TMR is pretty good. And then Lucia, we just pulled her this week, so obviously she's not going to be too terribly far along, but I do have her 6-starred already, and I have her, you know, what is that, 20, almost 25%, no more than that, actually, almost 50%, no, not 50%, we're like 35% to her 4th limit break, which will give her the ability to start equipping TMRs and, you know, obviously make her more usable. I don't know if I don't think by Monday I can get 100 shards for her. It'd be pretty rare for me to get that many shards appear in the shop in 3 days. I will get the rest of the shards from the daily purchases, and then there are still a bunch more shards to get this month in the login rewards, but I'm not going to be refreshing the shop with Viz just when they show up. Hopefully I have Viz all the time when our shards show up. I'm starting to run out again, and I'm not looking to top up this month. Hopefully I don't have to. Hopefully I'm not going to be topping up very much anymore. That I've like got a really good solid account with like a lot of units leveled up. So, but yeah. We got her. She's obviously going to be paired up with Frederica, and that's going to be hopefully like one of our big PvP teams. And what's cool about this account now is I can go for a sword team. I have Stern, I have Ramza, I have Sid, I have Engelbert. So I can go with that comp, and then I can go for a gunner comp with like using either a support bot like an Ayaka or even a Ramza, or I can even go with an Engelbert tank bot. So I have like it's a lot of options, which is really cool for auto PvP, so I can actually pick up my matches. Like say the gunner team has a really strong match against this one team where my sword team win, then I can take on that team, which is really cool. I'm really excited to have a lot of variety on the account, which is pretty awesome. And then next we have Bewitching Boots, which this is a fantastic TMR. It is comparable in stats, like very, very close in stats to the Hermes sandals. But it also has a very good ability for the gunners by giving yourself an increased range and agility. So that is another TMR I potentially would want to level up. I did make a lot of mistakes in investing abilities in bad TMR, so Thancred's not going to get worked on anytime soon. Zyza is back burner. I haven't even put her shards. I could get her 1 limit break at the moment, almost 2, but I am just going to wait probably until I can just fully limit break her, and then I'll awaken her as well. It's just so, I got her to like level 40, right? Yeah, just through awakens. And then I'm basically just going to bring her in eventually to get her TMR, honestly, is like the big thing for that. Because this TMR is nuts. It's got 7 agility, it's got 14 accuracy, 8 defense, 142 HP. But Revitalize is probably one of the best, like, straight up abilities in the game. You put this on your DPS unit, and it's just gonna... You, like, spam that on turn 1, and then you're just gonna be able to start spamming skills with, like, your Sid or your Stern or your Medina or whoever it is, and you're just going to continuously be able to just start killing units constantly. It's like one of the best units for a TMR. Yerma, back burner, she's got 107 shards, she's got 1 limit break, so I can get her to LB2, but she's going to be back burner, because I have Sid that fulfills her role pretty well, but, you know, her TMR is very good as well. It raises attack and accuracy significantly, for the user, so it's very good, and actually very good stats as well. It's got 440 HP, 8 defense, and 4 spirit, so very, very solid stats as well. I do like her TMR a lot. Gilgamesh, you guys know, super back burner. I ain't gonna will for that. Even I'm not gonna will for that. And then we have Miranda, a back burner as well. You know, she can get her 1 limit break. I didn't expect to pull her. I pulled her on a free summon, so she's going to be something over time, but her skill on her TMR is actually very good. Magic attack and slash attack have all allies within range, and the range is pretty... Actually, at the range... I think the range is pretty good. It looks pretty good on it. I haven't actually used her to test it, but, you know, still a fairly decent TMR. Very good HP, very good defense, and then it's got crit evade as well, so stat-wise it's very good. And ability is pretty strong as well. Then we have Katone as well. She's got 50 shards, nothing crazy. I haven't even gotten her to level 40 yet. I should just do 2 awakens on her probably, but I don't really... I'd have to use rainbow spheres on the awaken too. Let's go and awaken this one right now. I'm pretty sure I gotta do rainbow spheres on awaken 2, right? Yeah. And I want to conserve those for... I have a lot of upcoming units that can be TMR'd, so I want to make sure I have enough before I do that, and potentially I could pull dupes of vision cards where I want to make sure I have access to those rainbow orbs. Until I get like over 10 again after I've TMR'd Medina, then I'll, you know, put some orbs into Katone eventually. Like, she will probably be my, after Lucia and Medina, she'll probably be my next in Ayaka. So she'll be like the 4th TMR in my current list of what I'm looking to build, simply because I don't have a UR Earth TMR unit yet. And she is very good. She's the evasion queen. Her TMR is insanely good. 12 evade, 5 agility, and 12 crit evade. So it's very, very strong. Move and jumps, it's decent. It's not like fantastic, but it does give the user a lot of evasion. And on top of that, it has 12 more evade, so it's just super, super good TMR. Old, not really going to invest in him. Rob, not going to invest in him. Ashuri, not going to invest in him. Eileen, I'm not going to invest. Whisper, not going to invest for a long time. And then we go into the MRs from there. I could awaken Gafgarian to get his sword TMR. I've been thinking about it, but now if I'm going to be moving to the Gunner meta, for the majority, especially for manual PvP, I think Gunner is going to be super good. But if I'm going to do that, I don't think I want to waste the rainbow fragments on it. The Azure Spheres, I don't really care. Like, that's not a big factor. Even the Fragment of Thoughts and the Prisms aren't a big factor to me. It's the rainbow fragments. I want to make sure I have enough for other units. Like, if I am going to build Katone eventually, I want to make sure she's well prepared for that. And then Shadow Links, I won't probably start awakening Shadow Links further until I can get all of her limit breaks. So, which we're still pretty far. We're into the 4th one, but we still have a ways to go to get her built up as well. And that's pretty much it for the units. So let's go into our Espers real fast. Show you guys what we got for Espers. So we do have Behemoth at 2-star 43. This is what his board looks like. So we got some attack ups. And then we got slash attack needs 1 more up. I should have put more into that and not gone to attack immediately. I probably could have maxed that out. So, but I already have all the attack ups done. So I just need to get the 1 slash attack, and then damage-wise, he's pretty much ready to go. And then after that, I would just want to get the accuracies. I should have enough, I think, when I get him to 80 eventually. That'll happen, but that'll be after Odin's done. Odin's like my priority outside of Golem at the moment. So if we go to Shiva, I got her to 53, and she's pretty well built up too. Actually, the magic is completely built up. So the only thing Shiva now needs really is just to get her last accuracy. And then she's like done. I really don't even have, besides getting more stats, none of these abilities are super necessary, I would say. Like, I guess to get Wind Eater, and I could put Shiva on a magic unit that's going to go after wind units. So that would probably be the next one, I would think, is to try to build up as much as I can with whatever SP she has left. But definitely I'm going to get the last accuracy first. So, but yeah, Shiva's only 52, not 53. So eventually I'll go back into Shiva once I'm done with Odin. Ifrit, I had to abandon Ifrit for because I pulled Odin. So yeah, all the fire orbs are going to Odin for the moment, but he's in an awkward spot because he has like Ice Eater and he's got Pierce Attack, which I don't have anything with Pierce Attack. So yeah, not sure. I guess I would still fill out Pierce Attack, like Pierce Evasion. Could be it, and I could always revert it and then use Ice Eater if there's like ice raids I really need this for, or if the meta becomes super ice dominant. That's a possibility, but nah, his tree isn't really great to me. Like, I'm not a super big fan. Maybe Missile Res would be cool if the gunner meta is like really, really insane and global. Then he could be like a semi-defense Esper, but that would be like, that'd probably be a lot of resetting of the boards of things you'd have to do to change depending on what I'm facing. Ramu, I haven't really, I got him to 43 back when I pulled him, but I haven't really gone back much into him. He's going to be a backburner Esper as well. Like, definitely my priorities are going to be a Golem, Odin, and then after that probably Behemoth. So he's going to be, you know, sitting in the bench for a while. Still use him in PvE content on my second mage, whatever one isn't using Shiva. So he's still decent, but gonna be taking a back burner. Now Odin, my boy, is at 55 out of 80, and this is where he's at right now in his tree. We have his Man-Eater completely done, and I'm hoping we have enough points to get him through slash attack. We'll have to see, because these are pretty expensive. We need 30, so we're almost at slash attack second. And then we're going to need another after that, 105, 115 after the 30. So it's going to depend how much SP we get in the last couple of levels. I haven't even gone to anything else besides getting the Man-Eater. Took so much SP, it was crazy. And then also slash attack has a lot as well, because you basically have to unlock 5 nodes because you got to get that first evasion node in order to go into the slash attack tree. So we'll see how much we get at the end, and maybe down the line, it hasn't happened in JP yet, I don't think, but maybe eventually they will have a third awakening to Espers, or allow some way for them to accumulate more SP in the board to where I can fill out more of his abilities. But I'm kind of nervous if we are going to actually get through all of the slash attack abilities. Let me know, guys, if like you have a level 80 Odin, if you could get slash attack and Man-Eater completely maxed. Let me know on that. And then Golem, I feel comfortable getting the tree done what I want. I'm going to go for defense up first, and then I'm going to go for Man-Eater. So those are going to be my quests. Evasion will be like the last thing. I probably will do TP up as well before evasion. So I'll probably have enough for the defense and for the Man-Eater side for sure. Because right there, you have the tree there. You guys see we can get up to a 12% Man-Eater. And then with that, you'll guaranteed have at least 3 crit evade. And then defense up is going to be a lot. It's going to be 15% defense up, which is going to be huge for Engelbert. So definitely looking forward to build Golem. He's pretty much like the main priority just because I want to make my tank super good for AI battles for PvP. So those are all the Espers, and we did pull Lana Queen recently, but we're not going to invest in her for God knows when. Such a long time. Alright, so those are the Espers. Let's go into the Vision cards real fast. You guys can see we're working on Vision cards. The Siren, not going to level this up anymore. You guys see here, though, I do have it at 2-star already. And I'm at 50 shards of the 75. And I do not really ever plan to really level that up. Unless I build a mono water team. So I don't plan to really invest in that anytime soon. Let's see. We do have this maxed out Awakened. But I guess I could enhance this to 70. I probably have enough, don't I? If my clicker will let me click. Yeah, I do have enough for sure. But I don't have enough gil to do it right now. But the reason we're not investing is that because we do have a Frederica's Dream at 2-star, level 70. And this card is going to get significantly more stats. It's, I think, way better on Frederica than Sharpened Concentration. So, and you can't use 2 missile attack ups. Otherwise, I would just put, obviously, Sharpened Concentration on Lucia. And then it would be, like, insane. But, because right now it's at 24 missile attack up. And what would concentration be? Or 24 plus 2, right? So that's 26 missile attack. And then we go into Sharpened Concentration. What would that be at max level? Let's see. See what it goes up to. That just goes straight to 20. So yeah, you get way more out of it here. You lose magic defense on that, but you do get accuracy up. But you are going to get the lightning attack up on Frederica. So Frederica will do significantly more damage, obviously, with Frederica's Dream in the comp as opposed to Sharpened Concentration. So that's why we're going for that. Vow of Love, definitely the best probably MR print in the game, and definitely in the top, I would say, probably 3 to 5 prints in global currently. Even with the hate thing, this going on a slow tank is still going to give your tank AI an absurd amount of play in auto PvP and Guild Wars. And also, all your tanks pretty much in the game currently are sword users, so you get that 25 slash attack up as well. And then party-wide, you're getting the attack up by 30%. Maybe the parentheses doesn't apply, I'm not sure. But anyway, this card is just super beneficial always. Obviously this wants to go in a general physical comp. So that's why, probably one of the other main reasons why the magic comps have kind of not been as prevalent in the meta right now anyway for global. And then Secret Orders, another fantastic card. Gives you slash attack up for party ability, gives you agility up for bestowed effects, does lower your spirit by 5, but that's a small price to pay for 10% agility. That's a lot of agility. So this card is very, very good. It's got 105 attack. It's got HP of 230, so very good stats on it as well. And it even has comparable magic to the attack. So this is why this card is very, very good, is because this can go on any kind of unit. And since it is agility up, it can even go on a mage, because it could just, okay, my mage is faster, and you're still getting good magic. You're still getting 91 magic. So it's still very... Our Shiva card here has Ice Attack Res up, and it has Evasion of 10. So it's at 1-star level 55. I don't think we have any extra shards. No, we only got like 2. So we'll eventually get that worked on more. But I'm happy overall with where it's at now. Ramu, we haven't invested in. That's not really that great of a card, honestly. Scion, you guys know how bad my Scion pulls were. We literally were only pulling for Scion because we got Sid super early off camera, and it took us like 30k plus to get one copy of this card. And back then, and even still to this day, I need to remember, me being bad, I need to commit my currency not to buying shards of units, but buying the vision card shards, because the vision card shards are so rare to appear in the shop that you need to be spending your summon token exchanges on the vision cards, not the units. So that was my mistake. I probably could have got this to a 2-star awaken, and it probably would find its way more often in comps. But it being only at a 1-star, I'm starting to lean on more on other cards to use, even though the party-wide agility is still very, very strong, and then the slash attack on the user is good. I'm finding myself it being still, because of how low leveled it is, it sometimes doesn't make the cut as far as, where it could be. So Completely my fault though. I'm not doing that properly. And the other big one we invested in is Odin, and I have been able to get this to level 70, which is pretty strong. Man Eater of 5, and then unit attack res up of 12 to the whole party, which is going to be super good for our tanks especially. I love this card because it can literally go on every unit, to be honest, because anything that's an attack unit of anything, even a mage, because it has just straight Man-Eater effect, so insanely good obviously in PvP, Guild Wars, all that stuff, and then it gives everyone defense against all attacks, so it's just a super useful card to have in your arsenal. So to wrap things up, guys, let's go into our gear, and I'll show you guys what we got for weapons. So we got our Excalibur, we got a Lionheart replica +5 on aim. So I was pretty satisfied with the rolls. I wish I would have got a little bit more accuracy, but you know, it is what it is. I did have to resmith it all out already. I pretty much maxed out the attack though and the crit. So, you know, I couldn't really re-roll it because we didn't have more recipes. So yeah, there's that. So, but you know, it is what it is. I'm out of seals, and if you do resets, you don't get your seals back, so I'm probably just gonna leave it as is. Nagnarok Vital. This actually turned out insanely good for me, so I actually need to put 1 evade on this. Actually, no, never mind, I don't, because it's only 2 evade, so. But yeah, I was able to max out the attack and magic, and the accuracy, obviously, so very, very good for a hybrid unit like my Ramza that I currently have to build on. It works very, very well. Then we have our Raz. We're working to get that to a +5, so obviously these stats are going to be completely different once I max it out. And our Golem Blade +3. We have the Assault type, which I like, but I do need to get it to +5 to get that slash attack to 15. And then Nagnaroks, we're working on more of those. We move into our armors. A lot of these are going to be Trust Mastery, so we got Engelbert's Trust, we got Stern's Trust, Ramza's Trust. We got our Smart Cook +5. I just didn't have the time to really go through to rework to go for the, I think it was the barrier one, was overall probably the better one. But this is still really strong for any kind of unit that you want a lot of magic defense for. So this is very good because you're going to need the magic attack res up, and then you're also getting the 10 spirit. So it's still very, very good if you need it for that defensive capability against magic. Right now the meta is so heavily on physical, so right now, like even on my Engelbert, I still feel his TMR is just way better. Having the 12 defense and the 584 HP, still way better than getting that 10 spirit and 8 magic res up. So, my opinion there. My Sage's hat, we got that dodge going, super strong, so super happy with that. I did just end up smithing it as far as I could for the spirit. And then we did get that 19 evasion, which is absolutely nuts. Plus the 1 evasion for the substat equipment type. Eventually I will make a Sage's Hat +5 dodge over time. So we'll work on that eventually. We already do have another +1 Sage's Hat we can use as food. Then we got our Mithril Armor. We were only able to get it to 14 evasion currently. I need to get 4 more evasion hammers, and then I can max that out to 18 evasion that I can use on another unit as well. And then the Mithril Armor, the Mithril Armor +1, unfortunately, I was not able to get that maxed out. So that's another thing. I could always just make a Mithril Armor +5 with the, oh no, this is strike attack, never mind. Completely wrong. Alright, forget I said that. So that's pretty much what we got for armor. And then accessories, we got the Frederica TMR, the Sid TMR, the Mont TMR, obviously, and we got a couple fairy rings, all rolled vital. So we would have to obviously re-roll them to get into, actually I guess Vital's fine. Vital or Crit, I think, are the 2 best ones, because you actually cannot get dodge on the fairy rings. But they are pretty nice, because they do have the evasion substat. I believe it goes up to like 8 at +5 or something like that. So it's still not terrible to have. They're really easy to make because they're only SRs. So now that we probably have tons of accessory books. Yeah, I got 1,200 accessory books. So I could definitely work on those eventually going forward. So, but alright guys, so that is pretty much my account. I think I've gone over everything I could overall for what we have access to. So yeah, but let me know what you guys think of the account so far after 76 days or so. playing, you know, a little bit over 2 months. I am super happy. I really like my account. I have a lot of flexibility of different things I can use between mages, between healers, between tanks, between gunners, between all the sword units. So I'm super happy to see where this is going, and I can definitely chill. I don't feel really pressured to build anything right now. I feel like Lucia, the next 2 weeks are like the only thing I really want to try to get her to LB4, which I think I could definitely do. And then the last limit break, I'll just get over time of her randomly appearing in the shop and then getting like the 14 shards a week or so for her over time. And you know, worst case scenario, maybe like in 6 weeks or 2 months, I'll have her TMR. So if depending on how many shards show up while she's featured. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys thought of today's video. Let me know if you guys think I'm doing a good job on my account, a bad job on my account. Let me know where your guys' accounts are. If you guys are day one players and you guys have been playing for 70 plus days, let me know where you guys are at, how many TMRs you guys got, what your current team setups are, if you guys are struggling, if you guys are doing well, all that good stuff in the comment section down below, guys. I really appreciate you guys for watching today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell so you guys are notified for the next upload and so you guys don't miss the next Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions video here on the channel. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Stay safe, have an awesome day, and I'll see